Give me a nice white licorice kiss.
Hey, what's inside this box? Forged pie stones, made in USA. Well, let's open it up and see what's inside, shall we? So there you have it. Now that it's unboxed, that box is pretty damn hard to open. It's got dual flappy ears. But anyway, these came in the mail last night, and I got to run them down to the machine shop today. I got to take them everything: crankshaft, flywheel, rods, a whole 9 yards. So I wanted to get this on camera and show you guys before they disappear, because the next time you see them, they'll be going into the engine. But these things got a decent amount of weight to them, and that's not really pitting on top. That's just my fingerprints smudged up the piston pretty good. But they got. I wanted to see if they had a straight flat top piston, but I guess the only ones that they could offer through the company I go through have valve reliefs, which isn't that big of a deal. But oh shit, I'm going the wrong way here. It's a floating wrist pin type. So, anyway, there's the new pistons. Well, I promise you, there's 7 more in that box. At least I would hope there would be, because if not, I got ripped off. Wow! I got tall stamped valve covers because the adjustable rockers that I went with have the posi locks on them, and they wouldn't fit under the factory covers. So I'm not one to go out and buy a set of chrome valve covers for no reason. I like the look of painted valve covers, and I don't see the sense in wasting money unless it is necessary, like in this application it is. Also, being that it's going to have aluminum heads and aluminum intake, I think it would look a little goofy to run them with a painted valve cover anyway. So I'm going to go grab one of the factory valve covers, and I'm going to compare height. So we'll be right back. And there's the height difference right there. I'd say it's about, they're about 2 inches taller than the factory. Crusty valve cover. One thing I'm not sure about yet is what I'm going to do for the breather and the PCV for the factory valve covers. I don't remember what it looks like under this rubber grommet here. I don't know. I don't remember if it's a circle or if it's actually a square cutout that this rubber plug pushes into. I'm not sure if I need to even worry about running the PCV. I could probably just run dual breathers. So we'll figure more about that in the future. And of course we got piston rings. On another note, I got this for my dad for Christmas. Finally came in a whole 10 days after Christmas. What do you guys think this is for? Okay, you gotta admit, this thing's pretty cool. I don't know why they charge more for the Buick one instead of the Pontiac one, but it wasn't too much more expensive. But man, this thing's pretty damn cool. And it's wrapped in plastic right now, so whatever that green, booger green stuff is on there. Now I thought it would have came in like a satin black, but apparently not. You have to paint this thing. It appears to just be molded in white plastic right now. But check this out. Now this is too cool. They actually give you a whole template on how to install this thing on the hood. Look how big this thing is. But right here, they show you all the dimensions you're going to need to draw out on the hood. The hole you actually have to cut in the hood is this big around. Now I don't know if Home Depot sells a hole saw that big that'll work on metal, but that's what I'm going to try and find, because I really don't want to cut that hole and have it all jagged. I'd rather have a nice perfect circle. Oh, but anyways, you know, this very well could go on the Skylark and all, but how funny would it be? And what is really going on? I'm gonna put this on my dad's station wagon. I think I'm going to have the only 77 through 90 Buick station wagon to ever have a hood tack installed on it. My guess is going to be the first one in history, because I don't think anybody else has been stupid enough to waste money on putting a hood tack on their station wagon. At least not one of that era. Like I was saying, the first one I ordered was back ordered from a company that Jeg sells, so they didn't know when they could get one, so I had to get one from OPG, and I'm glad I did, because this one seems like it's a really good quality. They stress really hard on their website that this is the top quality you can get, and I don't think this glass is going to fog up when it gets damp outside. It came with an entire wiring harness, which is in the box. Multiple instructions, yeah, this is the template, but there's also more instructions in that bag. So, let me know what you guys think about that one. Here in my garage here, we've got a nice set of discontinued tires here. Indy 500 Firestone Firehawks. 295 50-15s. It's a good set of meat. Brand new. I picked these up on a decent price as well. I paid under $600 for all 4 of these tires. And what I'm going to do with them is they're going to go on my 81 Trans Am. Now, my dad runs the same tires on his car, and they're not old and they're not dry rotted, but they're probably getting square at this point from sitting so long. But what I'm thinking is, I'm probably going to take these wheels, unbolt them from this car, and put them right on mine. Then I'm going to take the wheels off my car, break them down, take those tires and put them on my dad's wagon, and then I'm going to put these Firehawks, which I'd like to put on my car, but I think it'd make more sense to put these Indy 500 tires on the Indy 500 pace car. So I'm going to mount these new Firehawks to the wheels that are on my Trans Am at the moment, and then just swap wheels. Put those on this car, and then put these wheels directly on mine. Which I'm kind of making out with a better end of the deal. Yes, I'm giving him brand new tires that I bought, and I'll be taking his wheels, which are in slightly better shape than mine, but he said he's cool with that. He's like, oh, I'll just get them powder coated while they're off the car. So, won't be a bad deal at all. But yeah, man, I'm glad I scored on these Firehawks. I don't know why they discontinued them, and if Firestone was smart, they'd bring these tires back out, because apparently everybody wants them and nobody can get them. So it kind of like that episode of South Park where Cartman got $1 million, so he bought the amusement park, and then he made a TV commercial stating that nobody could come to the park anymore because he wanted it for himself.
So come on down to Cartman Land now, but don't plan on getting past the parking lot, because remember, so much to do at Cartman Land, but you can't come.
And what happened was everybody wanted to get into the park, so they started paying extravagant amount of money to go to the park because they couldn't go. So yeah, Firestone, if you're watching this, make these tires again. I guarantee your sales will spike. So everything checks out from the machine shop. Brought everything down last night. Block looks good. Everything's in order. They've got everything, the heads, crank, balancer, flywheel. So now we need to find the right location to install this tack. Obviously that's not going to happen today, but it didn't hurt to come out here and sit it on the hood, sit in the car and see how it looked. I need to find the best spot to put it where it's not going to block your vision from manholes around here. And also, I'm worried that once I do find the perfect location on this hood, or well, I'll let my dad set it wherever he wants it, because it's really, he drives the car, it's his. It's his car, and I got him the tag for Christmas. But I'm worried once we find the perfect location, there's going to be a cross brace in that hood somewhere underneath. You know how it's got the cross bracing that will go from corner to corner. And obviously you can't drill a hole in the hood and mount it there. So hopefully that checks out. But anyway, Friday. Everybody's got off on Friday, so we're going to go and pick up that Camaro that I showed you guys briefly last week. The 84 Z28. So that'll be a next video you guys will see. That'll probably be up about Saturday, maybe Sunday. And I'd like to film the car coming home and then give you guys a detailed look at the car. Also, don't hold me to it, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a live stream on Sunday. I'll probably try and get that Camaro video out to you guys on Saturday, so I can give you guys a live stream on Sunday. I don't think it looks too bad mounted there. I mean, yeah, it looks weird because it's not sunk down into the hood yet, but I'm thinking somewhere's in this vicinity. That thing's gonna be killer. Well, let's try it out. I don't know if I would prefer to put it right there to the left. Let's line it up. There's 12 o'clock on the steering wheel. I don't know if I'd want it directly at 12 o'clock in front of you, or if you'd want it pitched off to the left. Well, follow here. Or off to the left. Definitely not to the right. I don't know. Does anybody of you, or anybody have a tack on their car right now besides Jed? I know he's got one on Jezebel, but Jed, you can give me advice on this too. Where's the best place to mount one of these things so it's not in your vision and so it doesn't look goofy on the outside of the car either? But as I was saying, Saturday we're going to pick up the Camaro. That should be interesting. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because that's all it does around here now is rain. That's going to be real fun. I'm planning on AAAing the car home. It's cutting it close. I got 100 miles free towing. And it looks like he might be about 98 miles away from here. So I'm going to have to make sure they don't take an alternative route or anything. Either that or drop the car early. But, so, Camaro video Saturday, and Sunday I'm going to try and do a live stream for you guys. So, until then, sit tight. Don't go nowhere. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you soon. Later.